Hey everybody, it's Wendy here on Wendy's Parade, back for another perfume review. And as promised for the 10 of you that watched my other video, I am doing a positive perfume review today. From the House of Hermès, 2007, we have my beloved, probably my top 10 of all time, Caleche. YouTube hands, here we go. This is the Eau de Toilette. This is a bit of an old bottle, so it kind of has an almost like tannish pink color. I like this color. We also have the Eau de Parfum. This is my second bottle of this one. And this is more of a pink color. And I'm going to talk about one after the other, the Eau de Parfum versus the Eau de Toilette. I even have notes because I'm just really happy to do this. I don't know. I really like this perfume, and I want to talk about perfumes that I like, not just shit that disappoints me. You know what I'm saying? So the Eau de Toilette came out in 2007, and it was supposed to be kind of a flanker of their perfume from 1961, the original Calèche, which is a floral woody musk. Much, much, much different from this, though. I would say that they have nearly nothing in common. It was also the first perfume that Jean-Claude Ellena did when he went to Hermès. So that's also interesting. The Eau de Toilette, so primarily, first of all, I know it said these are floral woody musks, but these are well known for being leather perfumes. And I would have to say this is the most feminine and soft leather you could ever wear. It is both of them. They're elegant, they're sophisticated. I don't understand how anyone cannot like them. I'm not saying you gotta love them, but I don't understand how someone could smell this and say, I don't like this. So the Eau de Toilette it's kind of when I think about both of them, I think that the Eau de Toilette is I'll just get this on the screen, the kind of colder, greener, more outdoor version of Kelly. The top notes have this huge grapefruit note, and it's very cold and a little bit bitter, and it lasts throughout like the entire perfume. I mean, that haze of bittersweet citrus is just over the entire perfume. This perfume is also, even though it's not listed in the notes at all, it is very, very, very green. It smells like green tea. It smells like the air that's around like a pine tree forest. It smells like crushed stems. When it dries down, it starts smelling like moss. So when I visualize this perfume, I think of a long green stem that is just, emanating some of its little greeny, happy greeny scent and holding on to the grapefruit and the green tea that's on the top and that like kind of piney air note. And there's almost like this astringency too when this all comes together. When it dries down a little bit, it does become a little tiny bit floral, definitely cold spring florals. Definitely you can smell the narcissus. You can smell like a little bit of a violet. You definitely smell the mimosa. I would say that that's the sweetness that comes through, but the rest of them are kind of like those cold spring flowers. And the other thing too is that there is definitely, and to my nose, there's a lot of lily in the valley of this, but the lily valley adds a soapy note to it. So it warms up on your skin. You can smell the florals a little bit, and it also starts to smell like really soapy, along still, like I said, holding on to that nice anchoring stem of green. When it dries down, the leather comes through more. You get a little bit more earthy iris coming through, and the green stems become down because you're going down the stem, and then here's the earth. The stem is now in the grass and in the earth, and it's a little bit grassy. It's a little bit like, I don't want to say oak moss, but I want to say just mossy, and it just has a very earthy, almost green and slightly woody dry down. I feel like I smell a little bit of sandalwood in there as well, along with the leather. Now, if anything, the leather is kind of there in the background throughout the entire perfume, and it's not real loud, but it's there, and the leather also adds this kind of bright, it's not really a bright sheen, but it kind of just like pushes through all those other notes as well. And I know it sounds like I'm describing a ton of things going on, and that's also why I like this perfume, because there is a lot going on. You have the green stems, you have the leather, you have the florals, you have the soap. So there's a lot going on, but the overall mood of this, to me, reminds me of like a dark, foggy day, and you're outside, and the air is cool. It's a very cool toned green spring scent. Now, the Eau de Parfum, this is like the warmer older sister. This came out in 2009, so 2 years later. This is the warmer, more lush, more voluptuous older sister. Lots more florals, much less green. Now, do they smell similar? Absolutely. Does it smell like they're in the same family? Absolutely. But this smells different enough that I can see if you don't like the Eau de Toilette because it's too green, it's too astringent, it's too leathery, it's too sterile. I could see someone liking this because this is warmer, sweeter, and more floral while being over the leather. I changed my little notes here. If I was a good editor, I would cut this out, but y'all could just watch me. So you still do have the citrus opening with maybe a tiny little hit of green, but immediately it's so rosy and it's full of violets and it's full of like sweet mimosa and tuberose. And it's just this really nice, like warm pink bouquet of florals on top of a bed of very like smooth, easy to wear leather. And that's pretty much what it is. Instead of having that green backbone when it dries down, I definitely feel like the backbone, because this is a sweeter perfume, it turns more vanillic. So you kind of have like leather and the florals and the vanilla. Overall, I feel like this is the indoor scent. Like I just explained that I felt like Kelly Eau de Toilette is the green outdoor scent. I feel like this is the green indoor scent. Like, you know, there's bouquets of flowers and there's candle wax and it's just like a very warm, enveloping feeling that I get. And if anything too, while the leather note is prominent in this, I feel like this is slightly less leathery. This is more floral and less leather and warmer and more voluptuous. And if anything too, this one, and this isn't a bad thing, this is just a little bit more linear and it goes through less changes than the Eau de Toilette does. There's also a pure perfume that I want to try. I'm trying not to buy anything though, but I love these two so much. I really do. I've finished a bottle of this, which is saying a lot. You know, and there's pretty good dents in these two, but I just love them. And I love leather perfumes. I mean, not only, I don't know, this is just these are timeless, they're classic, they're classy, they're elegant. I'm so glad. From what I can tell, Hermès still stocks them. They seem to be widely available. They still smell the way they did when they first came out. I think Hermès is doing a good job at maintaining the integrity of their scents. So anyway, highly recommended if you're looking for a very feminine floral and leathery fragrance to wear. Anyway, that's pretty much it. That's my compare and contrast for Kelly. And any questions, concerns, comments, feel free to subscribe. I got to 50. I'm not going to get as much as some people, but hey, I am really appreciative that even 50 people care about what I have to say about this. So anyway, I hope you all have a good day, and I will talk to you next time.